Hello and welcome to another budgeting video to try to buy a house. Now these videos are also useful for anyone just trying to budget in general. The idea behind these is to try to buy a house through NACA. So today's lesson is going to be all about math. So if you're not a math-based learner or if math isn't your strong suit, this video might not be the best for you. I try to keep these videos short, so if it doesn't work for you, you can move on to a different video. Anyway, in this video, we're going to be doing just a straight math calculation. So for some people, when they're budgeting, doing the math is the best way for them. In this example, we're going to say that you deposit $3,000 per month. So this is depositing. This is not your gross income. This is after taxes. This is what's physically going into the bank account. Now, when you're reviewing past months, I want you to go through your bank accounts and actually look and see what you deposit. You can either do an average, or I would, if my income fluctuated a little bit, I would take my lowest month, go back maybe 6 months, see what your lowest month worth of deposits were, and then budget based off of that. And then any month where you make more money, you'll just have extra. But let's just say in this example, we're depositing $3,000 per month. Now the way you want to set your budget up is you need to start subtracting. Remember I said this is going to be math based. So it's going to be real simple. I'm going to start with my fixed expenses. These are the expenses that I already know what they are. So for example, let's say I pay $1,000 for rent. I know my rent's $1,000. I already know that before the month even starts. So right away, I'm depositing $3,000 throughout the month. The $1,000 of that is already accounted for. Okay? That means I have $2,000 left. Now I'm going to go through my other bills that I already know what they are, my fixed costs. Let's say my car payment is $300 per month. Obviously, I'm keeping the math simple. Yours is going to be more complicated. You can build an Excel spreadsheet to do this. I can build an Excel spreadsheet for you if you'd like. Pay our car bill, $1,700 is left. Any other fixed expenses? Let's say you have to pay for internet. That's $100. $1,600. Say your phone bill. It's $200 for your cell phone. I'm down to $1,400 in my example, and hopefully I've paid all of my fixed bills. Now we all have more bills than that. This is just us paying the stuff that we already know how much it costs. We still have to pay for our variable expenses. Variable expenses are things that change every month. Your food budget, no matter how diligent you are, unless you eat the exact same meals every single day and there's the exact same number of days in the month, your food budget is going to vary. So we're down to $1,400 after we've paid all of our bills. So let's bring that back up to the top. So I've got $1,400 left to live off of. So when I'm going through my bank statements, I want to see on average, what do I spend on food? What is my usual utility bill? Now for us that live in Wisconsin, our utility bills change from month to month. You know, February is a much different month than September is. So when we're factoring that in, you want to leave yourself a little wiggle room as well. So, but we're going to keep subtracting. Let's say every month I spend $500 on food. That leaves me $900. Let's say every month my utility bill averages $200. That leaves me $700. I got to put gas in the car. Got to pay car insurance. Car insurance could be a fixed bill. You can do it however you want. Transportation costs, let's say, are $300 per month. So now, in this example, I'm down to $400. Now I have $400 to decide how much do I want to save that month, or do I want to go to the movies, or on top of my $500 food budget, do I want to go out drinking? Do I want to go get a steak dinner? This is where it all comes from. If you don't do anything else, if you just pay all your bills and do the minimum, you'll have $400 left and your bank accounts will grow. If you want to go out and do stuff, hey, if you want to go to the club and spend $100 on drinks, you're only going to have $300 left. So this is where you need to start budgeting and you need to start making decisions. You know, we probably can't do anything about the $1,000 rent because you signed a lease agreement. Probably can't do anything about the $300 car payment because you signed an agreement. So all we can do is we can go back and revisit. Do I really need to spend $500 on food? Can I make adjustments? I want to have this $100 here to mess around and go out to eat. So that means my normal food budget needs to be $400 so that I have this extra $100 here. So this is the math-based way of figuring out what you want to do for your budget. But at the end of the day, you have to make decisions. You have to figure out how much you have left over and how much you want to have left over and the things that you want to do. So I try to keep these videos short. Please share these with anybody that could use budgeting tools. The idea behind these videos, try to get your budget in order so that your bank statements are increasing so that I can get you approved to buy a house.